Hello everyone, I am Dr. Srijit BK. In this video, we are going to study about sections of solids. We'll study the basic concept of sections of solids, the method of drawing this sections of solid, its true shape on a 2D plane, and finally, there are some worked out examples. We'll go through that one also. In sections of solid, the very basic concept is that we are cutting a solid into two parts, and one part will be retained. After that, we will draw the front view, top view, side view whenever required, and the true shape of that section. This is the concept. So while drawing, we have to use dark lines for the remaining parts. Since it is 2D drawing, we should have a basic knowledge about the horizontal plane, vertical plane and side planes, its rotation, and the method of drawing the 2D drawing of solids with a different orientation, etc. The figure shows HP, horizontal plane and vertical plane. We know that the concept of orthographic projection is this is x axis, this is y axis. That's for normal 2D drawing. When we are drawing a come to the orthographic projection, we will extend this x line to x plane. We call it as HP or horizontal plane. We extend this vertical y axis to a plane called vertical plane, and the intersection of this horizontal plane and vertical plane will be a line denoted by xy. And after that we will keep an object either here or here based on the description given in the problem. Most of the case, in case of sections of solid, it will be in simple position, so the solid will be standing on HP. Once we keep the object here, while drawing, the observer will stand here. That is, object is in between observer and the projection of plane. Then whatever the observer seeing from this side will be projected to the plane behind the object. This is the concept of orthographic plane. So this is when we are drawing the front view. So front view always will be drawn on HP, and for top view, observer will be on the top, object will be here, and behind the object there will be horizontal plane. So whatever the observer is seeing will be projected to the horizontal plane. After that, the HP, the horizontal plane, will be rotated by 90 degree in clockwise. Then vertical plane will be here, horizontal plane will be here. So the rotation, why we are using is to draw this figures on a paper, on a plain paper. So the plane containing VP, HP, both are right now in a same plane, so we can consider that plane as our paper plane. So top side, so we will draw a XY line. So top side of that XY line will be vertical plane, bottom side of that XY line will be horizontal plane. So this is all about a first angle projection. So based on where we are keeping our object, the position of HP, position of front view and top view will be changing accordingly. Anyway, rotation will be same. So here the HP will be rotated to downward, this positive HP side. Similarly, HP is having negative HP side. So while it is rotating downward, that this side will go upward. So these all are the very basic concept of orthographic projection. Now I am going to start a section of solid problem concept with the help of a hexagonal pyramid. This is pyramid. If one point, the apex, called apex, only one point is there instead of one face, it is called a pyramid. So this pyramid is standing on HP on its base face or base surface, and its axis is perpendicular to HP. Now we are going to cut this solid by a plane. This is the cutting plane. This is inclined to HP with some angle, and it is perpendicular to VP. See, this plane is perpendicular to VP. Now we are the observer. You just see that transition. Previously it was something like an isometric view. Now we are the observer and we are watching that object. Now on the HP, so HP is here, we cannot see that plane. Instead of a plane, we will feel that it is a line. That one is time being, it is coinciding with the XY line. So that object is standing over this XY line in this way. This is the plane. Since that plane is perpendicular to VP, it is seems like a line only. Okay, this is the transition. The observer is here, not whatever we are seeing right now. Observer is here. So for that observer, HP will be time being, the HP will be a line, and this edge also be a line, inclined line to HP. Now we remove the cut part, the sectioned part, the upper part from the solid. So usually the upper part will be removed, and even we can remove the bottom part also if it is specified in the problem, but here we are removing the top part. Now we can see this is the frustum of a this hexagonal pyramid. So it is the top portion is removed, so now there is no apex. Instead of that, we can see a face here. So this is the surface after section. See, this is the front view. Now we are rotating the plane, so this is the top view. See, this is how we are getting this is the true shape. You see how we got the true shape. How we will get the true shape? Once again we will see it. See, true shape can be obtained if you see from the top, that is perpendicular to HP. Since the surface is inclined, the shape whatever we are going to draw will not be the true shape. In order to get the true shape, we have to see this sectioned surface in a plane or in an orientation parallel to this section plane. That is something like this. Like this we need to see. Then only we will get the exact shape. See, that's why it is tilted like this. Now it is a true shape. That's the basic concept of section of planes. I hope all of you could understand it. Now we will move to the first problem. This is like for understanding the steps involved in drawing the 2D view of this section of solid part. I have given a very simple problem. The problem is a square pyramid, sides of base 30 mm, altitude 60 mm is rest with its base on the HP and with a side of base inclined 30 degree to VP. It's cut by a cutting plane inclined 55 degree to the HP and perpendicular to VP, and it passes through a point on the axis 25 mm from base. Draw all the views and true shape of the section. So the first step, read the question and find which is the object. It's a square pyramid. Since it's the first problem, to make it simple, instead of a pyramid I made it a prism. So a square prism is there. Its base is 30 mm and height is 60 mm. It rests on its base. It is resting on its complete base, touching on HP, and such that one of its base edge is inclined 30 degree to VP. Okay, so first we need to draw this position. Then after drawing this position, so how we'll draw it? Draw the XY line, draw the 30 degree inclined base, the top view. Base is a square, so draw that square. Then it is cut by 50 degree inclined plane. That plane is inclined 50 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP, and passes through a point on the axis 25 mm from base. Draw the top view, and so we'll see how we can solve it. So the first step is draw the XY line. Mark VP, HP, X, Y. Now next step is drawing the top view. We know that the base edge of the prism is inclined 30 degree to VP. So draw a thin line from XY inclined 30 degree in downward direction. It should be thin line. In appropriate or in some distance, convenient distance, draw the 30 mm side. Now draw perpendicular line 30 mm. Then next again the other side, third edge of the base 30 mm. Now the fourth edge. So all the sides are 30 degree. One thing we need to remember, all the initial drawing should be in thin lines only. Name it. This is very important. Beginning itself we name it ABCD, and it is having top side also. So PQR. This is a axis MN. Its height is 60 mm. So it is in front view, it is M dash N dash. Now project a line from all the base edges A, B, C, D. Connect it. So again I am repeating, beginning all lines should be in thin line. Name it. The top is O, P, Q, R. Base is A, B, C, D. This edge is a dotted one because it's coming behind this one. Now draw the side view. For drawing side view, project lines from here, and either you can draw a perpendicular line, or with arc also you can take this distance to here. So our ultimate aim is to take this distance to here. Draw the vertical lines, and now from here you draw project all the points to here. Now join the required points. The joining method is, suppose from this point A, this line is going. Now you check where is A dash. So A dash is here. So from A dash we have drawn the horizontal line. So the meeting point, the horizontal line and this line will give you A double dash. Same way D, if it is D is here, going like this. From D dash is coming from here, so D double dash. Like that O. So this is the line from O. It is here, go upward. So from O dash it is coming from here. So meeting point is O double dash. name it appropriately. So naming is very important in case of sections of solid. See, now we have to draw the cutting plane. The cutting plane is inclined at an angle of 55, I think. The cutting plane is represented by a line somewhat look like a axis line only, but at the end we have a longer thicker line. Both the end we have a longer thicker line, and at that point we have to draw two arrows and we have to name it. Any name we can give. That's the cutting plane name, and this arrow shows that from here we are seeing that section and the top portion is removed. This is the meaning of this one. So only this portion is retained. That's why we have to keep this arrow like this and put the name. If it is reversed like this, then this portion is removed. Now, so this distance also given. It is the distance is given in the problem. Mark all the points. Here we have one edge. One edge is here, one edge is here, one edge is here, one edge is. So we have to mark those points. You can use any naming, either number or any other naming. From that point, draw vertical line. Next point is here. Draw vertical line. The vertical line should be extended till suppose, for example, this point is on the vertical edge of C dash Q dash. So this point should be projected to respective edge on the horizontal on the top view. That is, CQ is the respective edge. Since it is perpendicular to HP, we are seeing it as a point. So from this point you have to project it up to here. In the same way, if you take this point, it is on AO. So up to where we need to extend it, this point should be extended to the respective AO line or the part in the top view. So AO is a point here. So from here to here you have to project it. Everywhere it is the same way. It is projecting up to here. So this is on RQ. So wherever this projecting line is meeting RQ, till there we need to extend it. I am naming it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now draw the remaining of the section to solid with dark lines. Now hatch it. After hatching, same point, either previously beginning itself we can mark here. That's the right method. 1 dash we can mark here, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. Now we have this much solid portion is remaining. So whatever remaining portion you draw with dark lines. In order to draw that section view in side view, this is 1 dash. 1 dash is on OA. So project this 1 dash horizontally such that till it meets the edge O double dash A double dash on this side view. The same way 3 dash on QC. So horizontally you project it till it meet Q double dash C double dash. This is a 4 dash on this line. Same way project it till R dash D dash. So we got all the points here. So this is very important. After getting that point, mark the points. So that easily we can join it later. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is the sectioned portion. Top portion is not required. You can remove the hatchet this portion also, and the bottom you can draw with the dark lines. So I am going to draw it with the dark lines. So this line no need to make it dark because it is actually a dotted line. So bottom all the base edges are dark. Here it will be up to this one to here. Then vertical edges remaining of that solids. So up to here the things are easy. After this our aim is to draw the true shape. So in order to draw the true shape, parallel to the line BB, the plane, draw another line. At any distance you can draw it, at any convenient distance. Only thing what we need to remember is it should not overlap with the remaining figure. So wherever you have space, if you have space here, you can draw this line here. If you have space this side, you can draw this line in the bottom, the right side also, no issue. Only thing that the condition is the x1 y1 should be parallel to BB plane. Either this side you can draw or downward also you can draw, no issue. After drawing that, the next step is from the sectioned part, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sectioned edge end points. From all the sectioned edge points, draw perpendicular lines, perpendicular to this cutting plane as well as perpendicular to x1 y1. So from all the sides, all the cut portion, I want only the sectioned view, the true shape of the section. So I am drawing from 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to draw from A, B, C, D or A dash, B dash, C dash. After that, see, after drawing all this line, so how I did it? From this point, draw perpendicular line perpendicular to BB or x1, y1. So how many points are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. Next step is take distance of 1. See, this is 1 dash. I am talking about top view. Point 1 from xy line, this much distance, and this distance you have to mark from this point which is coming from 1 dash and above x1 y1, that is here xy is there, similarly here x1 y1 is there. So whatever the distance of this point 1 from xy, you mark it from x1 y1 in upward, this line, along this line, because that line is coming from 1 dash. See, I took this distance, I marked from this point to upward. Similarly, take it this distance up to point 2. So 2 dash line is going here, so take this point to upward 2 dash, sorry 2 1. this distance from here, so it should start from here upward. So from here to here distance, this is 4. So 4 line, this 4 dash line is this one from here to here. So like that I got all the points over here. So for easy understanding, I have simply put a suffix of 1. You can simply, if it is alphabetically, capital letter A, B, C, D. If it's number, you just write 1, 2, 3, 4. That's sufficient. Hatchet. So draw with the dark lines. So like this we have completed the drawing. So dimension it wherever required. Whatever the dimension given in the problem, all dimensions should be there in the drawing. This is the final drawing, whatever required. We will see for easy understanding one more problem. A hexagonal prism, side of base 30 mm, altitude 60 mm is resting with its base on the HP and with a vertical face perpendicular to VP. It is cut by a cutting plane inclined 30 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP and it passes through one of the base edge. Draw all the views and section true shape. So hexagonal pyramid, prism it is 30 mm base and altitude is there. How it is oriented? Its base on HP with a vertical face perpendicular to VP. Vertical face perpendicular to VP. And cutting plane is 30 degree inclined and passing through the corner or passing through one of its base edge. This is the condition. We'll see how we can draw it. So as usual, the first step is drawing XY line, mark HPVP. We have to draw the base at the top view. We know that one of its base edge is perpendicular to VP. So we are drawing like this. This is one of the base edge. Now complete the hexagon. Hexagon is completed. Naming. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Similarly, we have one more face on the top side. So it is O, P, Q, R, S, T. This is top face. A, B, C, D, etc. is bottom face. Now we can draw the front view. Project all the required lines from all the corners to upward with a height of 60 mm. This is the prism height. Complete the prism front view. And the central axis also you can draw. We are going to draw the side view. So this is x dash y dash or x or y or whatever it is. Draw horizontal line. Draw 45 degree. So this distance we have transferred to here. Now draw vertical line. Now project all the points to side view so that and then mark all the respective points as I already told, A and A dash, A double dash, B and B dash, B double dash, C and C dash, C double dash, like that. Wherever it joins the lines from top view and front view joins here, mark the respective points. And drawing the cutting plane, it is inclined 30 degree and passing through one of its base edge. So through AB base edge, this cutting plane is passing, and the PP is the cutting plane name. The both the ends are thick and arrows are there. With the capital letter we can mark it. Now mark the points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, because in each vertical line we have 2 vertical edges. So name it, then project those points to downward. Since completely cutting this solid, it will be on the respective points will be on corners. Now we can draw the respective side views. Hatchet. So all the points are projected to side view. Hatchet. Now we have to, whatever remaining is drawing the true shape. So parallel to this line, draw x1 y1. Then from all the points 1 2 3 4 5 6, only from 1 2 3 4 5 6, sorry, 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash 4 dash 5 dash 6 dash, draw line perpendicular to x1 y1 in sufficient length from x1 y1. We are not drawing this line from edge, we are drawing from the that cut portion 1 2 3 4 5 6 all in front view. Take the respective distance from top view transferred to here. So same time we need to mark respective points, otherwise we will get confused. Whenever you are taking distance from distance to 1, mark it as a 1 1, etc. 1 2 3 4 5, so that easily we can join later. Otherwise it will be a double work later. So we are joining it. Now hatch the interior. The hatching should be equally spaced and inclined 45 degree to horizontal. Our true shape. Side view. Even the solid portion also we need to make with the dark. Here also we need to make it with the dark. Here also we need to make it with the dark. So these are the very basic steps to draw the sections of solid. So I demonstrate just for the understanding.